Well, good morning and welcome to the Blitz. First of all, I want you to think about your motivation, your reason why. What is it that you want to get out of this? Why do you want to do this? What is it that losing weight will do for you? Will it just give you more energy? Will it get you off some meds? Maybe you did the program before and you got off some meds and now you're back onto those meds. Maybe you're back on a metformin insulin again. You want to get back off those things. Maybe you just want to feel better. Or maybe you just want to get back into your old clothes. We all want to not only live longer, but we also want to have a better quality of life. So what is the Blitz? Well, the Blitz is back in the box, the phase 1 box for 5 to 6 weeks. We all know that this works, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Let's face it, this virus thing has changed all of our routines. But think about what a great time this is to also do the Blitz. Most of us aren't traveling, or at least we're traveling less. We're certainly not eating out as often as we used to, and we're not as social as we used to be. So it's a good time to do this. So how are we going to do this? First, we're going to keep you full on lots of shakes, entrees, and fruits and vegetables. We're going to add in some structure back into your life that you lost. We're going to go back to that breakfast snack, lunch snack, dinner snack routine. A double shake for breakfast, maybe a double vanilla shake with some strawberries, or a double chocolate shake with a half banana in there. We're going to have a fruit or vegetable for a mid-morning snack, an entree and a plate of vegetables for lunch, another snack mid-afternoon, maybe another shake in the afternoon. Sometimes a shake in the afternoon can get us through the long afternoon till we can get to dinner. And dinner would be an entree and a plate full of vegetables again, a nice big meal. And then the evening time, instead of munching on crackers and chips or cookies or popcorn or nuts or whatever else you might munch on, we're going to ask you to have another double shake, a nice big thick double shake to keep you full and satisfied. And if you're hungry, guess what? You get to have more, as long as it is what? Shake, an entree, a fruit, or a vegetable. By the way, the new minimum on shakes is 4 shakes a day. The old formula used to be 3 to 5. Now it's 4 to 6. Yes, that's right. We're going to lose more weight by eating more food. It may seem hard to believe, but it's true. And all of our clients, I've seen a lot come back to the program, but those clients who embrace that new minimum, those 4 shakes a day, lose the most weight. Those folks who stick to the old tradition of 3 to 5 just don't lose as much. So how many shakes a day? 4. How many entrees a day? 2. How many fruits and vegetables a day? At least 5 or 6 or more. So what is the goal of phase 1 or the goal of the Blitz? Well, the goal of phase 1 is to lose the most weight. And we do that by staying in the box, in the box, in the box. So repeat after me. What is the goal of phase 1? To lose the most weight. And we do that how? By staying in the box. So what is in the box? Well, the box would basically be shakes, entrees, fruits and vegetables. There are a couple condiments that are allowed, some salad dressing, balsamic vinegar, salad dressings as long as they're 30 calories or less for 2 tablespoons. That's in the box. Some fat-free sour creams in the box, or I like to use fat-free Greek yogurt instead, like a dry baked potato with a dollop of fat-free Greek yogurt on top of it. Very good, with some pepper, some salsa maybe. Salsa's in the box as a condiment. In our shakes, we want maybe some Torani syrups in our shakes or some PB2 in our shakes. A tablespoon of PB2 would be good. Or maybe some Jell-O pudding. I'm not a big fan of that, but some people are. If that works for you, then go for it. But that's what's in the box. And if it's not that, if it's not a shake, not an entree, not a fruit or vegetable, or an approved condiment, then where is it? It's not in the box. So what's outside the box? Well, things like meat, chicken, beef, eggs, those are all outside the box at this point in time. They're all great in phase 2, but right now we're doing phase 1. We're going to make it simple with shakes, entrees, fruits, and vegetables. So things outside the box would be meats, any kind of dairy other than a condiment. So milk is out of the box. To eat a yogurt would be out of the box. Ice cream's out of the box. Eggs would be out of the box. Dairy, I guess. Any kind of grain whatsoever. Cheese out of the box. Any kind of grain. A bread, a pita wrap, rice, crackers, chips. Those are all outside the box. Nuts are outside the box. Oil is outside the box. We're going to do this without oil. Okay, if you need to cook something and the recipe says oil, use broth. Okay, So you can saute some onions in broth. You just put the broth in there, get a good hot, put the onions in there, put the lid on top of it, and you can take the lid off, you know, saute your onions that way. You do not need oil. Oil is the most calorie dense food on the planet. So we're going to get rid of the oil. If it's in your house, get rid of it. Nuts and cheese are also in that category as well. So any kind of sweets are also outside the box. So you guys know the routine. Okay. So let's just cover some housekeeping items. Food orders. Food orders, we ask that you send your food order in ahead of time. There are many ways to send your food order in. You can, we will, every time I send out a reminder for class, even before the Blitz, I'm going to send out a blank food order form. You can either save it to your desktop and edit it. It's an editable form, and then send it back in. You can send it in to me or send it into our front desk. The email at our front desk is hmr@baptistmilestone.com. You can do that. You can also just type up an email. You can say, you know, Chuck, I want 2 canisters of chocolate. I want 3 stroganoff, 2 ravioli, you know, yada, yada, yada. You can type it up and send it in that way. That works. Any way you can get food order in works. If you have a blank form, you can fill it out by hand, and you can take a picture of it with your phone. Take a big snap, and then you can text it to me or email it to me or email it to our front desk at hmr@baptistmilestone.com. So do it just doing your phone. Snap, boom, email. That works. In order to facilitate the processing of food orders, we're going to ask that we have a credit card on file so that we can bag your order and ring it up and have it ready to go. Okay. So when you walk in the door, just give us your name. I'm Susie Smith, and oh yeah, here's your order. We'll walk back to a table in the back. We'll pick it up and we'll hand it to you. And if it's a big order, or if you need help, we will be glad to carry it out for you. So no problems there. What we want to discourage is people just walking in the door and hanging out in the lobby while they fill out a food order form out, on the counter, and we want to minimize any interactions whatsoever. So we do that by having a card on file. Most of you now have been in the program for a while, and that's been the process since you've been here. So, okay. We're going to email you out an application. I'm going to do this as soon as I finish this video. I'm going to email you an application. It's going to be part of this email. We want you to either drop the application off or just take a picture of it and send it in, or scan it and email it back in, or it's a Word document, to fill it out by Word and email it back in. Any way you can get the application back to us with a food order form would be great. Or you just drop it off. That works either way. Also on the credit card, on the application, second page of the credit card, on that application rather, is a credit card sheet. We will tear that off. We will key that into our point of sale system. It disappears. It completely disappears. We can't see it. We can see the expiration date and the last 4, but all we can see is all any of us can see. So it disappears. We're not going to ask for the 3-digit code in the back. I think of that as a security measure, because if there is fraud, that person has the 3-digit code. We are not going to ask for that. We process it without that code. Goes through just fine. So we will not have that. And once we key it in, we shred that piece of paper. John runs back to the back on a regular basis, shredding paper. So I'm going to go shred this. So as soon as he keys it in, he shreds it. Okay, that's how that works. Weigh-ins. We can do weigh-ins several ways. When you come to pick up your food order, if you do it at a standard time every single week, you can weigh in at that time. We have a scale in our lobby. You can weigh in our lobby. Or some folks just weigh in on class day in the morning when they get up, and that's the weight that they use. They use that as their starting weight and their weekly. This could be Monday class, so maybe a Monday morning weigh-in each week that way. So whichever way works best for you. I got one client, he weighs in just before class. I have 2. They weigh in just before class time, which is what they're doing when we have classes in person. They would weigh in at class time. So they weigh in at class time, and then they text me a picture of the scale. So either way, if I'm not here, I had a client this morning, she came in at 8. I was not here yet. She weighed in the scale in the lobby, and she took a picture of that, and she sent that to me. So any way you can get the weight to me is fine. If I'm here, fine. If I'm not here, it still works just fine. Okay. Classes will also be on Zoom. We have actually been killing it on Zoom. Our Zoom clients have hit it out of the park, every single one of them. We have passed out more badges more 25, 50, 75, 100-pound badges in the last few months than I can recall ever having done in the history of the program. Our clients that have that stuck with us on Zoom or even joined us on Zoom have hit it out of the park. So hopefully by now, most of you are familiar with Zoom, and you too are going to hit it out of the park. Okay, so if you follow the guidelines of the program, you too will be one of our shining stars, and we'll get you a badge. And okay, good. All right, so hopefully by now most of you are familiar with Zoom. If not, you'll need to download the app onto your phone or iPad or Mac, or if you have a PC, go to zoom.us. Actually, using a laptop or an iPad is the best way to go, because that way you can see all the folks on the screen. We want you, if you use your phone, you can only see yourself plus 3 people on the screen. You got to scroll. If there's 18 people on the call, you got to scroll through 4 or 5 different screens to see everybody. So it doesn't work as well as it does if you got the big screen and you can see all 16 people on the call, or 18, or whatever there is. And you actually, the Zoom classes are bonded. In fact, my last Blitz class that started in May, I still got a dozen of them in one class. They're still going strong in one class. They are really bonded, and they're talking across the screen. And new ones have joined the class or part of the group, and it's literally like having a class in the classroom. People are really communicating across the screens and talking to each other and sharing ideas and recipes. It works. So this format really works. So if you're not familiar with Zoom, you can download the app or go to zoom.us. Test it. I'm going to give you a link. You can test it. You can test my link. People test my link all the time. So download it. If I can catch you, I'll zoom in and Zoom with you when you call in and test it. Okay. All right. So if you have any questions on that, let me know. All right. In the meantime, to get ready for Blitz, I would start by cleaning out your environment. We want to get rid of all the junk food in the house. We want to get rid of anything that's out of the box. You can do that by calling friends and family over, or you can just toss it in the trash. Okay, I would not get rid of the food by eating it. All right, that's not the way to do that. So in the meantime, so clean out your environment, get rid of all the out-of-the-box food, stock up on all the good things, fruits and vegetables, stock up on your favorite salad dressing that you used in phase 1, stock up on some condiments like fat-free sour cream, maybe some Trani syrup. Get your shake station ready, and get your blender out, get all your stuff for your shakes all set up, and let's get that mojo going. So send in your application and your food order. Get in that last meal before you start. Do a little countdown: 3, 2, 1. I'm in, and then let's get a starting weight, and let's go. We'll see you all soon. Class is going to be Mondays at 5:30. You want to log on early, that would be fine. 5:20, 5:25, I'll be here. We can talk before class, and we will see you soon. So you take care, and God bless. Okay, bye.